Hi everybody. Now I'm going to show you how to install MySQL Workbench. Okay, right. So first go to the Google and search for MySQL. MySQL Workbench and click on this. And now go to so there you can go here directly. You can go here, MySQL Workbench, and this is the page. Okay, so there you can start downloading. So click on download now. So this is the site from the Google you can go, and this is the site you can download from here. Okay, so now you can download from here. Click on download. Now it will download. So see here, first you need to go to go to download page. So not this one, you need to go here and download page. There you can find the MIS installer 2.4M. Download that and go to that, click on this. No thanks, just download my download. So I'm going to download that. So it is already installed. So double click on this, click on yes. So now you will be getting like this. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to install. So you need to select the developers default. Why? Because we are the developers, software developers, Python developers. So backend, we need this database collection. So not the server. Server will be only used for what? Amazon Web Services. So Amazon and big companies, they'll be using the server only. Client means only SQL client for product based and full and customized. So in this, you need to select the developer default. Click on next. So you will be seeing all the things. Okay, what are needed. So installer, what it will do, it will fetch all the things whatever needed for the MySQL. Okay, so that will be like this. So now go to the MySQL. We need this MySQL server as well as Workbench. So rest of them are optional, and we need the connector, Python connector. Okay, we will be connecting now. Right. Okay, click on execute. So it will download. You can see the downloading. So it will be asking for the prerequisites, some prerequisites you need to go and install. So Microsoft Visual C++ 1519 redistributable. This is the prerequisite. So that must be installed. So after clicking that, it will be coming like this. Okay. Okay, it is successfully installed. So one of the prerequisite is finished. Okay. So now you need to go to the, you need to click on no need of this. So click on next. It will ask for the more products. So now those are downloaded. Those are downloaded in your laptop. Now execute. It will install. See here the progress you can see. So it is downloaded. It is selected previously, and now it is going to be downloading all the things. It will take little time depending upon your internet speed. After downloaded, it will be installed. So now this is the latest version, Windows 11. So I'm going to show you how to install MySQL Workbench along with the server, database server in Windows 11. Okay. So same thing will be in other Windows. So just like Windows 7 or Windows 10, whatever may be the thing, whatever you are using, will be the same procedure. It will be the same thing. Okay. So you will be seeing like the same. Okay. Now click on next. those are downloaded, now ready to install. Okay, we selected everything whatever we need. Okay, my installer, what it will do, it will grab all the necessary things what we need to install in our laptop or desktop. Okay, now click on execute, it will install. So we can see, so the things we needed is server as well as workbench. Workbench is an application for the server. So database server means what, collection of databases, isn't it? So we need that, as well as we need the workbench for the application. So queries we don't write by hand, we'll be writing using the workbench. So automatically queries will be developed using this. Okay, so that is the main advantage here. So queries we don't write manually, we'll be writing. So we'll be creating the necessary things in the application. We'll be grabbing all the necessary things, and if you click on apply, the query will be developed. Okay, so yeah, you can find that video too in that, but in my YouTube channel, how to create queries also you can find. Yeah, it will take a little bit time. So depending upon your net speed, it will take. So those are big things, server and workbench. It will take a little time. Rest of things are smaller applications, you can see them. It will be, it will take less time when we compare with server and workbench. It will install. So this is the place where it will take little time to install. So just go through the steps. You need to follow the steps as it is. Then it will be easy for us. Shell, where we will be writing all the coding part. So using queries, but we don't use shell. So it won't be that much useful. But anyway, along with the other things, it will be installed. And you can find, if you want to use go for .NET, you can find that. Even if you go for ODBC, C++, Java, you can use all those things. Even Python is also coming, so we need to add that Python again. So with this bundle, it is not coming, it is not supporting. We need to add the Python again. Okay. Yeah, my down installations are slow, so that is the reason I passed. You can see now. So it is completed. So I don't want to waste your time. So yeah, now everything is completed. Installation is completed. Next, click on next. Click on next. Okay. So no need to change anything. Click on next and click on next. There it will be asked for the passwords. So you need to set the password so that okay. So I'm setting my password. You can set any password. So you need to check that. Even it will be getting a strong password. So I created one password. You can create your own password how you want for the root, and click on next. Click on next. Click on execute. Will be executed. So whatever we have configured right now, so that configuration it will be applied to all the things. Okay. Now you can see. Will take a little bit time. So this is how you need to create the server workbench. So workbench is an application. So it will be used to write the queries. No need of writing all the queries once again. So it will automatically build the queries. Okay. So initializing database, it will take time for that. Rest of the things it will be faster when we compare. Okay. Right. So these are the steps you need to follow. Must and should you need to follow. If you do any wrong anywhere, won't come. Okay. See the video once again and you can do it yourself. So same thing will be in the Windows 7 as well as Windows 10. So it doesn't matter. Even Windows 8.1 is also working. Okay. So MySQL Workbench. This is the thing where in the real time, in the jobs, MySQL will be used. I think you are aware of that. If you know them perfectly, so you'll be getting a chance of good MNC company will be placed inside. Okay. So I'm pausing. It is taking much time. Yeah, now it is finished. Okay. So it took around 3 to 4 minutes. I don't want to waste your time. Yeah. Click on finish. Okay. You can see the configuration completed. So router, everything is completed. Configuration is completed. Click on next. Click on finish. Okay. Right. So it will ask for the confirmation. So we have created password, isn't it? So it will ask for the password, whether it is connected or not. Yeah, you can click on check. You can see the status connection succeeded. So that is successful. Okay. So the password what you have entered and created, everything is successful. Click on next and click on execute. So whatever we have done, the configuration step. So now it is creating as a scripts. Okay. So those scripts are run right now. Right now those scripts are running and the thing is completed. Installation of the MySQL server along with the workbench is completed. Okay. So it is also taking much time. So I hope you understood. So this is how you need to install the MySQL server along with the workbench, along with the application workbench. Okay. So in the next videos, you can see how the things are working in this. Okay. How to log in, what are the things needed to work on this server. So you can see some configuration taking a long time. So no need to close, it will take a long time, little bit longer. You got a notification. So because until now what we have created, the scripting, everything, the configuration, everything, it will be verified, checked. Okay. It is perfect, then it will be working. Yeah, I'm pausing the video. Yeah. Okay, now you can see this is finished. Click on finish. So click on next, click on finish. So that's how the you can see by default my shell, MySQL shell will be coming. No need of this. Just we can close this directly. Okay. So this is the place where we can write the directly queries on this. Okay. You can close this, and now you can see the MySQL workbench. Okay, it's an application, isn't it? So we need to log in with this. We need to log in inside. So for that, yeah, you can see the root. Click on this. Click on this. It will be asked for the password. So whatever we have created our password, we need to enter here. Okay. So if you click on save password in the world, next time it won't ask. If you click on root, directly it will be login. Okay, it won't ask for the password. Click on OK. Now you can see the things inside. It is, we are inside the server. You can see inside the server, we can see. So these are the things, server status you can see. So if I click on server status, you can see it is running. So you can see the traffic, everything. Traffic is nothing but bandwidth. Okay, we have discussed that. Okay, bandwidth and start up and shut down. You can start or we can shut down the server also for temporary. Stop server, bring offline. Okay, so if it is in repair or anything else, because so we'll be doing this step instance. Okay, and also I'll be explaining all those things in the different video. And this is the administration part tab, and these are schemas. Schemas are nothing but databases. So we'll be creating databases here. So before logging into the database, the database must be existing, isn't it? So compulsory we need to have the database. Okay, that can be created. Database can be created, or so we need to create a new database that can be created or uploaded from the existing database. So now I'm going to show you how to create a new database. See here, click on this button. Click on this button. So create a new schema. Schemas are nothing but technical word for database. So this is for sample. I'm going to create a sample database. Okay, click on apply. So that will be automatically created. Click on sample. See here, query is automatically created. Create schema. So that is nothing but create database name. Apply. So if you click on apply, you can see the database. Now this database is created, sample. Okay, so sample database is created. In this, tables will be creating, isn't it? Right click on this and create table. So in the table, you need to create all the table. Okay, so for example, employee table. Employee is the table name. So we can create the columns, whatever you want. So employee name. On this, employee ID. So employee ID. So that can be an integer, isn't it? Primary key. We can select this as a primary key. So employee ID. Next one is employee name. So I'm just showing how to create a new database. Okay. So like that, you can create a rest of the fields and click on apply. When apply, what will happen? Again, it will show the query. Query is automatically developed with Workbench. You see the query here and apply. So that query will be completed. Okay. So execute statement. Yeah, okay, no problem. So query is created in that. So like this, we will be creating the table. Okay. So I mean to say other database also, something went wrong. So primary key must not be null. Yeah. Okay, right. So that's the thing. So it is not null. Now it will come. So the query is executed. So this is how the queries will be built. So here now this one table is created. You can see the employee table. In this you can see the columns. If you want to see all the columns, you can see. Okay, so upper one is the query for that, and at the bottom you can see the employee ID and employee name. These are the fields. Okay, so these are the fields. Like that, we will be creating a database, create a new database, and we can upload the existing database also. Okay, so like this we need to do. Okay, so I'm going to close this. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, I'm going to close this. Thank you very much. Okay, you can see the rest of the videos further. Thank you very much.